team, and you're watching the Black and Gold Report on WFXE.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of the Black and Gold Report, a show all about UNC Pembroke athletics. I'm Jenna Davison, and on today's show, we will be talking about the 2011-12 basketball season with men's basketball coach Ben Miller, and on the second half of the show, we're going to be previewing the 2012 baseball season with head baseball coach Paul O'Neill. But first, we're joined by Coach Miller. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Jenna.
Okay, UNCP has won 7 of its last 8 games, heading into 2 big conference matchups this week. What have you considered the keys to your current string of success, and how do you see the keys to continuing your success in Peach Belt Conference play?
Well, Jenna, I think the guys are starting to gel a little bit as a team. You know, I think we're like every team in America, go through some ups and downs, and I'm sure we'll have some more challenges along the way. But, you know, before Christmas, we started to come together a little bit, and the chemistry, I think, is pretty good right now. So that always helps. And, you know, with the veteran team, I think there's a lot of things that, you know, make coaching a little bit easier too sometimes. But, you know, we're in a conference play now, and I really like the way our guys are coming together.
All right, one of the keys to your current success has been Marcus Heath, who is averaging more than 14 points a game over the past month. What have been the keys to his maturity on the court this season, and how do you see him contributing to your team goals?
Well, Marcus is really probably one of the hardest workers I've coached anywhere I've been, and it's neat to see his efforts pay off. Marcus has had a challenging role his entire career here because he's been asked to play the point guard some, the shooting guard, and, you know, with Griffin and Miguel playing like they are, that's taken some of the pressure off him. He still does a lot of the ball handling, but he's able to look to score a little bit more, and he's a very unselfish player. And sometimes in the past it's been hard to get him to look at the basket because he's always thinking about making the extra pass, which is a good problem to have, but Marcus understanding that it's really important for our team, you know, that he shoots the ball as well, has really helped him and helped the Braves.
Another player to talk about, if he scores at his current pace, Shamel Brackett is on his way to become the 28th member of the UNCP 1,000-point club here at UNCP. How do you think Shamel's game has changed over the past couple years, and how much does the team rely on him?
Well, the biggest change, I think, is at the defensive end. You know, when he first got to campus, I always kid him that I don't think he could guard me or you. But he's gotten a lot better and really bought into playing both ends of the floor. And that's really helped our team. Obviously, he's always been able to score the ball going back to high school and even since his freshman year. He's had a target on his back a lot of times for the other team in preparation for us, but I think the balance of our team, you know, is going to help him and help everybody in the long run. But we're really excited for him, and that'll be a neat accomplishment for him when he does get that 1,000-point mark.
All right, switching over to defense, you guys pride yourselves on out-rebounding opponents game in and game out, and you've done that 10 times so far this season. How much more difficult is it to out-rebound your opponent, and what are the characteristics that you bring to your club for out-rebounding?
Well, I do think it's probably a little more challenging because, you know, last year we established ourselves as probably the best rebounding team in the league consistently and one of the better teams in the country, and I think talking to opposing coaches, that's always a big emphasis on scouting reports. So it does get more challenging because teams spend a lot more time on that aspect of the game. And it's something we just got to work that much harder on. You know, one thing we've kind of implemented this year is early morning workouts the day after we happen to get out rebounded. Everybody from the players to the managers doesn't like getting up at 6 a.m. So I think that helps our focus and attention in that very critical aspect of the game.
5 times this season, your team has shot better than 45% in the field, including 3 times shooting over 60%. Are you at all surprised at the offensive prowess your team has exhibited this year?
I've always felt, I think we've always felt we've got a lot of guys that can score the ball. I think one thing that helps is our balance this year, because we got a variety of guys that can score around the basket and a lot of guys that can shoot the ball from the perimeter and score. So I think when you have that kind of balance, it does make it tougher to key on one guy. You know, there were times last year where we were so dependent on Shamel and Chris Hargrove scoring the ball. It made it a little easier for our opponents, but I think our balance has really helped our offensive execution and, you know, shooting percentages this year.
All right. Well, we're going to take our first break, and when we return, we'll continue talking with head basketball coach, Coach Miller. Stay tuned.
Founded in 1887 as the Croatan Normal School, the University of North Carolina at Pembroke has grown to a student body of over 6,000 and is now one of the most diverse institutions in the nation. As we prepare to celebrate our 125th anniversary in 2012, we remember the rich heritage of this institution and anticipate an exciting future. With an average class size of 21 students, the University of North Carolina at Pembroke is a place where students will get the personal attention they deserve at a great value. If you want to know your professors and classmates and have an enriching experience inside and outside of the classroom, then UNC Pembroke might be exactly what you're looking for. If you have what it takes to be brave, check out experience.uncp.edu. There you can take an online campus tour, schedule a campus visit, or apply for admission. Going to UNCP isn't for everyone. It's for the brave.